It's a known fact that crocodiles and alligators are dangerous predators, and whatever the animal, even lions, should be careful when entering water holes where these animals live. If you don't believe me, keep watching and you will see what I mean. So let's get started. Number 15, crocodile attacks warthog. The warthog in this video recently graduated from the Fred Astaire International Dance School, and it shows as the animal pulls a few nifty moves to escape a famished crocodile that tries to snatch it. Another warthog with a pair of skilled legs manages to avoid death by reacting quickly enough when a crocodile rockets out of the water to snatch it. This waterhole looks artificial and it's loaded with crocodiles, so I'm thinking it's some sort of animal park and this pig is being fed to the crocs. Imagine being held in a cage until you are served as food to a bunch of famished crocodiles. What kind of life is that? A pack of wild dogs confronts this unfortunate warthog, but because it is facing the dogs, it has its back to the water, and a crocodile approaches from behind and captures the warthog. The crocodile dives into the water with the warthog in its mouth, leaving the dogs perplexed as to what just happened. They simply realize they haven't eaten in a long time and their lunch has mysteriously vanished. Number 14, crocodile attacks buffalo. This buffalo can be seen escaping the grip of a crocodile, but when it comes out of the water, it can barely walk because one of its legs is literally missing. The crocodile ripped this buffalo's leg off. What a friendly creature. When a water buffalo takes a swim across a marsh, a crocodile can be seen right behind the large animal about to flank it, but the water buffalo still manages to walk and run out of harm's way as the crocodile doesn't miss by much. A Cape buffalo drinking at a waterhole is surprised by a sneaky crocodile that tries to latch onto its snout but misses because of the buffalo's quick head turn. Number 13, crocodile attacks wildebeest. A wildebeest was crossing the crocodile-infested Mara River and was caught by a large crocodile. It seemed the end for the wildebeest, but he had enough fight left in him to literally pull the crocodile with him until he managed to walk out of the water with only his tail damaged. The wildebeest migration is one of nature's most spectacular events, possibly the greatest spectacle on the planet. The world-famous Mara River crossings are the result of an annual migration of 2.5 million animals across Kenya and Tanzania's plains. To enjoy the fresh green grass on the other side of Kenya's Mara River, all the animals must now cross the river. This is where the action takes place. This is the annual all-you-can-eat buffet for the crocodiles. All the crocodile must do in this video is snag one of the wildebeest as they try to climb out of the water. In the end, it's a numbers game, and if it's not your time, you'll be lucky to live another day. But it's not the case for one of the wildebeest in this video. Because the wildebeest continue to arrive, all the crocodiles must do is wait and eat. This was one of the quickest ends to a good struggle in the Mara River. The wildebeest put up a solid fight for the better part of 15 minutes until a monster crocodile joined the scene and literally crushed its head in one bite. All the crocodile must do in this video is snag one of the wildebeest as they try to climb out of the water. In the end, it's a numbers game. And if it's not your time, you'll be lucky to live another day, but it's not the case for one of the wildebeest in this video. Number 12, crocodile attacks lion. This small crocodile challenges this lioness out of the water, but the feline does not appear to be interested in engaging. Another lioness approaches, but both cats ignore the crocodile, and it appears the crocodile understands. A lion crossing a river is flanked by a hungry crocodile in this video, and after a short scuffle in the water, the feline escapes and runs out of the water without a scratch. During their crossing of the river, these two lions are attacked by a crocodile. In the water, the lions are at a huge disadvantage, but they maintain their composure and fight well enough to survive and escape the grip of the mighty reptile. Number 11, crocodile attacks zebra. A herd of nervous zebras can be seen drinking at a waterhole. As the animals slowly settle down, they suddenly scatter when a crocodile launches a surprise attack in the shallow water and grabs one of the zebras. The struggling zebra manages to free itself from the crocodile's vice-grip jaws, which is not an easy thing to do. It's a known fact that crocodiles chop up their victims with reckless abandon to turn their large bodies into small chunks of meat they can swallow, but in this video, This crocodile isn't able to get a good grip on his victim, and the zebra, although injured, manages to escape and run out of the water. I don't know how long he'll last with that leg injury, but at least he gets to survive another day. An immense herd of zebras can be seen drinking at a waterhole, but when a hungry crocodile invites himself to the festivities, they all run out of there in a jiffy, except for one unfortunate zebra that gets stuck in there with the hungry predator. The zebra desperately tries to walk out of the waterhole with the crocodile latched onto his bum as his friends cheer him on, but don't help. When the crocodile opens his mouth to get a better grip, the zebra sprints out of the water like a rocket and saves his life in the process. This video is difficult to watch. This wounded zebra ends up in a mud pit and a couple of crocodiles set the table. They begin to tear pieces of flesh from the zebra's behind while the poor animal is still alive. The zebra tries to get up, but he can't. The crocodiles continue their feeding frenzy as the zebra abandons the fight and lays his body to rest. Number 10. Crocodile attacks snake. Crocodilians often meet snakes, and as you can see in our thumbnail, it's not a bundle of laughs for either of the animals, even though in this pic, it looks like the large reptile has a smile on his face because he knows he's going to win this fight. In this video, our thumbnail comes to life when a caiman catches an anaconda, which then catches the caiman? What happened here was the anaconda was quick enough to wrap itself around the caiman before the caiman started shaking it and trying to break it up, but was not strong enough to pull a reverse on the caiman, so there they sat. Eventually, after letting the anaconda go, the caiman attempted to enter the water, repeatedly trying to get the anaconda to let go. After some time, the snake swam free and went into a hole in the riverbank. A voracious crocodile chops a big python into pieces in this video. The snake had no chance of saving itself once the crocodile had locked it in its powerful jaws. In this video, a giant alligator begins to fling his prey around a similarly big Burmese python. The video was shot in the Shark Valley Visitor Center in South Florida, in the heart of the Everglades. Burmese pythons, one of the Everglades' new apex predators, have a well-established breeding population in South Florida. Alligators such as the American alligator commonly prey on pythons and other reptiles. A grown alligator will usually have no problem killing and swallowing a juvenile or even an adult constrictor. The Burmese python, on the other hand, can grow to be over 20 feet long, making it a dangerous prey item for most crocodilians, including the American alligator. Alligators aren't a threat to these enormous constrictors, but if they're hungry, they'll devour them, just like the alligator is doing in this video. Number 9. Crocodile attacks lizard. A crocodile grabs a monitor lizard in this video and tries pulling it into the water, but the lizard grabs onto a tree and holds tight. The crocodile has a firm grip on the lizard's behind, and after a few minutes, he pulls hard enough to swing the lizard left and right, but he still can't kill it. Surprisingly enough, even though the lizard is injured, he manages to get away. Even for a Nile crocodile weighing 200 kilos with the biggest jaws on earth, life in the wild is not always fun and games. The female in this video reigns supreme in the river, but she's not invincible on land, so she's developed a social relationship with another creature far smaller than she is, the dickup. Together, they form an unlikely partnership, but it couldn't be more important at this time of year, as it's the breeding season. The crocodile recently laid 80 eggs, which are incubating in the sand, but it's going to be hard to protect for 3 solid months until they hatch. Monitor lizards have an insatiable appetite for crocodile eggs, and they're on the prowl. The lizards find the eggs and can be seen carrying one in his mouth and crushing it before swallowing it whole. More lizards are on their way, and Mom realizes what is happening. She's not happy, to say the least, as the lizards have already taken a quarter of her eggs. That's when the dickups come to the rescue. They are brave birds and will extend their wings to scare off the reptiles, and because of this help rendered, they can build their nest right next to the crocodile and have him working the door in case some troublemakers come around. Watching this monitor lizard trying to get to this crocodile's eggs must have been such a privilege for the people there. Onlookers spent days hoping the monitor lizard would succeed or that the crocodile mom would catch the thief. The lizard can be seen raiding the nest and grabbing some eggs, and Mom returning from a stroll in the area only to find her nest destroyed and her eggs mangled with. Number 8. Crocodile attacks impala. An impala which decides to lead the herd across a waterhole impresses all with its incredible high jumps into the water until it suddenly lands right in a hungry crocodile's mouth, to be crushed and eaten by the famished reptile. It's never a good idea to show off. Remain humble and do not try to impress your peers. Antelopes need to drink to survive, and every time they do, they risk their lives. Watch what happens when this antelope drinks from a water hole. A crocodile shoots out of the water and makes minced meat out of the animal. When wildlife enthusiasts visited Kruger National Park in South Africa, they stayed for 3 nights and happened to stumble upon a crocodile trying to hunt an impala. None of the people present during the incident could believe